all Gaul is divided into three parts, of which the Belgians inhabit one, the Aquitani inhabit the other, and those who, in their own language, are called the Celts, are our Gallians, inhabit the third. All these parts of land differ between themselves with respect to language, customs, and laws. The river Garumna divides the Gauls from the Aquitanis, and the Matrona and Sequana divide the Gauls from the Belgians. The Belgians are the most strong of all these people, because the Belgians are absent or are away the farthest from the culture and humanity of the provinces. The Belgians resort to the merchants the least often, and also they import that which tends to effeminate the minds the least. And nearby are the Germans, who inhabit across the Rhine, with which they wage war in a straight line, or continuously. For this reason, the Helvetii precede the remaining Gauls, also with virtue or manliness. Because they fight with the Germans in nearly daily battles, or when they prohibit them with their borders, or when they wage war in their own borders themselves. One part of all which is said to possess the Gauls seizes the beginning by the river Rhone. The part is contained by the Garumna River, the ocean, and the borders of Belgium. The part also touches the river Rhine around the Sequanis and Helvetii, and the part inclines toward the north. The Belgians arise by the furthest borders of Gaul. The Belgians reach toward the inferior part of the river Rhine. The Belgians look at the north and the rising sun. Aquitania reaches by the Garumna River toward the Pyrenees Mountains and that part of the ocean which is toward Hispania, which is currently modern-day Spain. And Aquitania looks between the west and the north. Amongst all the Helvetians, Orgetorix was by far the most famous and the most wealthy. Oratorics during the consulship of Massala and Pisone made a conspiracy of the nobility, having been led on by the eagerness of power. He persuaded the citizens that it is easy, very easy, to depart from their borders with all their troops when they are superior to all with respect to their manliness, to obtain the power of all of Gaul. He persuades them of this migration very easily because in many ways the location of the Helvetii are contained by nature. From one part of the river Rhine that is very wide and very tall also, which divides the Helvetian land from the Germans. From the other part, the very tall, most tall, Urus mountain, which is between the Sequanos and Helvetios. And the third, Lake Geneva and the river Rhone, which divides our province by the Helvetians. Because of these things he was doing, such that they were wandering less widely, and they were able to wage war at the borders less easily. From the part which the men were being affected by warring eagerness and great grief. In relation to the multitude of men, however, and in relation to the glories of war and also fortune, they were judging that they themselves have narrow borders which were extending 240,000 footsteps in length, and borders which were extending 180,000 footsteps in breadth.